Hello everybody, welcome to my new Sunday market breakdown. We start the DXY as usually on the weekly, but I have a lot of pairs now because a lot of pairs are now in a phase where we need to have some more deceleration because we had a lot of impulses last Friday, last week. And yeah, we need to have some few days before we can take a trade, I think. So there are a lot of pairs I'm looking at, but they need to have some days to develop. So as we start with the DXY on the weekly chart, we had our previous weekly bearish candle close. This was the thing we were looking at previous week. I was saying on the daily that we had here the possible inverted head and shoulders that could play out. This shoulder one, head, shoulder two. At the beginning of the week, we were already here, and then we went to the upside to the head and shoulders. That's why I took a trade on NZD/USD, and then we got on break even because we went a little bit higher, and then we went to the downside. So this trade played out because we had a FIB completion from here, the high to the low, minus 27 FIB completion. We can still go to the minus 68. So yeah, that's the FIB completion. So now we are making that bearish W because we had a minus 27 FIB completion. So we can expect a rejection or a next impulse to the downside. So the DXY is still bearish for me. So yeah. So the first trade I'm looking at EURCAD. If I go on the weekly chart, it's clearly bullish. We broke this lower highs here. This can be one impulse, as you can see. We are making here also higher highs and higher lows here. The bullish end that can play out. Very big lag here. Very big impulsive lag. We had a very big weekly bullish candle close. So what I saw on the daily, okay, we can have here our end pattern. We have our first leg, second leg, third leg, and then a possible fourth leg till this institutional candle. So this is working like a magnet. So between all the blue candles, you have one red candle. So this works like a magnet because it needed to have a lot of power to make this a red candle. So that's why I'm looking at this white zone here that the price can come back correctively and then making here a 4-hour pattern. So that's what we need to wait for. So the next trade is also EURJPY, so a euro pair. You need to be careful which one you will choose, but I'm looking at the two. So if I go to the weekly chart, you can see we had here a monthly horizontal array here. So this is a selling zone. So if I go to the monthly chart, you can see that we had here some support and a very big selling zone back in 2014. We had a very impulsive move to the downside. So this can happen also here too. I think we had also a FIB completion, I guess, from the lower to the high. Just a minus 27 monthly FIB completion, which is nice to see. So we can have then a very big bearish move after that. So if I go to the weekly, on the weekly, we have that very big weekly bearish candle close. We are still bullish on the weekly because this was our low, high, higher low, higher high. So everything between this low and this high can be relief for possible more upside momentum. But I expect that the bears can kick in and we might go till this till the weekly lows here, where there is some nice supply and demand. So I'm sitting here with a daily minus 65th completion, as you can see. So if I go to the daily, you can see that we are making here that a bearish W. So we have here that bigger bearish W. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that IC institutional candle between all the red candles, you have one blue candle. So it's working like a magnet a lot of times. So I can expect that the price can come back till this institutional candle daily zone. And from there, I want to have a pattern. You can also draw here a kind of descending trend line here, holding the price down. So when we come till this daily zone, it can nicely align with this descending trend line, and then we can go to the downside from there. So that's what I wanted to see, that impulsive move or that corrective nature till this daily zone of interest, and then a 4-hour pattern. So next trade is CADCHF. So on the weekly chart, what you can see on the weekly, we are bearish. We are making this bearish W on the weekly, and we have that weekly bearish impulsive candle. So the market is bearish. So yeah, then I went to the daily, and what I saw on the daily is, okay, we have here that first leg, second leg, third leg, possible fourth leg till this IC again. A lot of ICs that I'm looking at this week, because there is the power and there it likes to come back to as a magnet. And then we can make here a 4-hour pattern and go to the downside. So that's what I want to see for CADCHF. And the next one is CADJPY, also the same thing. So you need to choose which one is the best. So if I go to the weekly, we are also bearish. We broke this this higher low impulsively. So if I take my horizontal line here from that weekly low, like this, you can see we broke it clearly, very aggressive with a very big weekly bearish candle. So I can look for a daily pattern, and on the daily we have here again that IC. So that's where the market likes to turn back to. So we can expect an impulse to the upside till this IC where the power is at, and then this is the bearish W that can complete. So that's why I'm looking at this one. Then GBPJPY, again, kind of same thing here. So if I go to the weekly, you can see that we are still in a bullish market because this is our low and we broke this highs here. So we are in a bullish market. We are also making this smaller bullish M here, that smaller bullish M. We are having here that bearish candle close. So I can look for a daily pattern, and on a daily, you can see that we are making kind of bearish W here. So I want to see a touch of this institutional candle here. So that's what I can see for now. We can also make the natural M. So we have here the same lows, so we can also make the same highs. That is also possible. I will see what will happen here. So the bigger pattern is the natural W, but I will see what will happen on this bearish W here first. What there will happen. So yeah. So then the next trade is AUDCAD on the weekly. Okay, we are bullish. We broke this this high. So this was our lower high, lower low. We broke it. Very impulsive break there with a weekly bullish impulsive candle close with multiple weekly bullish candles after each other. And then I went to the daily, and on the daily we have again that bullish M, first leg, second leg, third leg, then the possible fourth leg till this daily IC, daily zone of interest. So yeah, that's what I want to see, this daily zone of interest touched, and then a 4-hour pattern formed. Then the next trade, CHFJPY on the weekly. What can I see? We were in here a big resistance zone where the sellers kicked in every time from, and then we are having here that bullish M on the weekly that can still hold the price up because this is an IC. So here likes the price, here likes the market to come from and then take some liquidity for more upside momentum. But you can also see that we broke here an ascending trend line here, kind of this one, ascending trend line here. So we broke it, so we can hit the beginning of correction also here, the beginning of correction here. But I want to see what the price will do if we come back to this daily zone and then touch the weekly zone of interest. That would be nice to see. We have that weekly bearish candle close, sorry. So I want to see a daily pattern. And the daily pattern is the bearish W with, again, I see a lot of ICs, as you can see. So we have that bearish W. I want to see the price coming back to this daily zone of interest. I see where the power is at. So that's what I want to see. You can also draw here kind of, yeah, descending trend line. So the price needs to come back very aggressively till this zone. Then the last trade, US oil. On US oil, we are sitting at a monthly supply and demand zone. So if I go to the monthly, we have also an ascending trend line here from that bullish M here, from that structural trend line here that hold the price up with already 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and possible 4 months deceleration. So that can be a sign that we can go to the upside from there because the price is having here some difficulties with that monthly supply and demand zone. So if you look, you can also draw it a little bit like this at this resistance level. So like this, we have here some resistance, false break of that. Then the support here. If I look back, more back, you have here the resistance, support, and just not tapped it, but this can be a valid support. So we have a monthly supply and demand zone, which is holding the price up. We are bullish on the monthly. We are having this bigger bullish M here that can possibly play out. And yeah, if I go now to the weekly, we have here that weekly bullish candle close. I think if you have a FIB completion from the higher to the low, not yet, a minus 27. So, but descending trend line is aligning with that weekly bullish candle close. So I can look for a daily pattern. And on the daily, what we can see is we can make a reversal pattern in the form of a shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2, price going back till our shoulder 1, already one daily bearish candle. So that's an indication that the bears are kicking in from that point. And then we have here a kind of ascending trend line for holding the price up. So that's what I can see for this upcoming week. There need to have some more days to develop some trades. So you need to be patient and see what the best setups are for upcoming week. So yeah, have a nice trading week, everybody, and see you next week. Bye.